Hey guys, so I'm here to give you my theory crafted Mordekaiser, and I played it a few times today in ranked. In this clip I'm showing you right now, this is my main account at Diamond 4, around Diamond 3 area. Let's start with the runes. I think that this rune page is an ideal page for an early game. You have 15 AD to help your auto attacks. Also, one thing you may not know about the new Mordekaiser is that his Q and his E both scale with physical damage. They do magical damage, but they scale with physical damage. I think other ways you may be able to customize this rune page is, say, toss out AP blues with either AP per level blues or MR per level blues. Also, you can go for HP per level yellows. For masteries, I prefer to take a 921 approach. This will allow you to sustain and lane better, especially when you're laning with a support that you're not really sure is good or not. This works very well in solo queue. Another mastery page that you may consider is a 21-9, and you take the AP per level mastery, the AD per level mastery, and Dangerous Game. You can also swap out Dangerous Game for more CDR potentially, and Blade Weaving and Spell Weaving, but I do warn you that you will get hit a lot harder in the laning phase. You want to play it as a bot lane because of his W. The way it works is that if you get last hits on a creep, you will get the entire experience of the creep, and it doesn't even factor into the fact that you're laning with someone. And that works throughout the game. That works, say you have a 5-man push mid, and you're the one that last hits a creep, you will get the full experience of the creep. And so that means your support, you just get to leech XP, while you get the full XP, so you're basically solo laning with the support. And I think that this is going to kind of make it so you can play Mordekaiser with non-meta supports. You can kind of play with pretty much anything, because I think that the fact that you just get free levels on everyone, you just get more of an experience than your opponents, is going to make it enough to the point where you can actually play Mordekaiser. And even though he may be weaker in some areas, just the fact that he gets the experience bonus is a big boost to his gameplay. Also, the fact that you are able to control Dragon is a huge boost. That right there is enough to make it so no matter where Mordekaiser has shortcomings, the ability to control dragons after a dragon fight, all you have to do is hit dragon once and your team needs to last hit the dragon and you get dragon. You are able to control dragon and you don't even have to use your ultimate on it. It's just like a passive thing with your ultimate. After controlling dragon, your team can now push for like mid, or you can actually do baron very easily. Dragon can easily take the baron for the entire duration while your team DPS it down, as long as you have some sort of damage and as long as the enemy team can't really steal it. As far as build is concerned, I think that as long as you can farm in the laning phase, I think you're good. So I think Cloth 5 is a really solid way to start. Also, Durant's Shield is pretty good too. Relic Shield is really kind of sketchy though. If you don't have any kind of sustained support, I'm not sure I'd recommend going Relic Shield, at least at the start. Maybe after your first back, I would pick up a Relic Shield. As far as your early items are concerned, I think Ninja Tabi is really solid. Sunfire is going to give you a lot of armor and health, and it's going to actually allow you to push easier. Also, Face the Mountain is really good. The proc's really nice, and it gives you a lot of base health, which is nice, which ends up synergizing really well with Titanic Hydra. Hydra basically is a new item, and basically attack steal 5 plus 1% of your maximum health as bonus physical damage to your target, and it also does damage in a cone, so it's like a kind of a cleave thing. And so also Randuin's got a buff. You take less damage from critical strikes, which is good when you're playing against an ADC. And then Spirit Visage is good, just like in case you're against like a lot of magical damage. Deadman's Plate is another item that's pretty good. It allows you to move faster. More mobility is always good on the map. Warmog's got a buff, kind of. I think it's a buff. Basically restores 15% of your maximum health every 5 seconds if damage hasn't been taken within 8 seconds. So you end up sustaining really quickly as long as you can survive after a team fight. Rylai's gives you a huge slow on your E and your Q, which can be really big, especially when you're trying to kite an enemy team. As far as other items are concerned, I think that there's probably other ways to build Mordekaiser. It's just that I think this, for my build, is the most solid way to build him.